Hey friends, it is time for another hashtag Real Talk. Hey guys, Nadine here from the Millennial Math Teacher, and today we are here to have a hashtag Real Talk. So, this year has been so hard for me, emotionally, mentally, draining. So I'm in my 4th year teaching and my 2nd year at this school. And this year I have 5 out of my 6 classes are low-level remedial math classes. And 2 of them are made up by the same group of kids. So 2 of those sections are the same group of kids that I just see every day on our block schedule. And it's a lot. And I love the kids. I love the material, but I did not realize how exhausting it is to have that many remedial math classes and just low-level kids. And we've had this conversation a lot in our department the last couple of weeks about how we all have our own challenges. We all have our own things that are hard, that are stressful, that we have to deal with. I don't really have a lot of work to take home because I can get it mostly done in class in my prep hour. I don't have kids coming in before school or at lunch because they're not those kinds of kids. So some of the teachers that do the honors levels or those upper level classes where they've got the kids that really care about their grades and are coming in all the time to get help and what can I do to bring my grade up even higher. Those teachers have their own set of challenges, and I'm not trying to diminish or demean those challenges. But with my personal challenges and my personal experience this year, it has been hard. I have thought several times this year, why am I teaching? Why am I doing this to myself? I'm just going to do one more year and then quit. I don't like this. This is not worth it for me. And I would see all the time on the teacher Instagram community, people posting remember the kids are why you're here. Find your why. Remember you love teaching. And I would look at those and I'm like, I don't feel like I love my kids right now. I am struggling with them. It just has been hard, and it's hard for me to pinpoint exactly what is going on. It's just been this huge mess in my head of what even is really bothering me specifically, and it's just been really hard. And then when people are posting things about remember the kids, remember what your why, and I'm like, I don't have that motivation right now. I just don't care. And it's just too hard. And I could not find a reason or a motivation to keep me going. I mean, I still was coming every day. I was doing the best I could, but inside it was just really hard. And I wasn't really feeling it inside. So all of that to build up to the other day, I was preparing some artifacts to turn in for my formal observation for the year and putting together some pictures and lesson plans and procedures and all these things. And one of the things I was looking at was my rapport with the students and my influence as a teacher. And earlier this year, the school did a Tireless Teacher Award. And they had all the kids in the school were given a slip of paper where they nominated a teacher, and then they had to write why they nominated that teacher. And then the winning teacher got this, it was a tire for the Tireless Teacher Award that they could display in their classroom. But so I didn't win, but after they had tallied all the votes, they gathered together all the slips for each teacher and they gave the nominations to the teachers. So earlier this year, I got my nomination slips for kids that had nominated me for the Tireless Teacher Award. And so that was really sweet, first of all, that kids like even considered me for that award, that they thought to nominate me, especially because they were not in my class when the nominations happened. I did not have a class the period that the kids were filling out the notes. It's like, like whatever kids in your room, they're like, oh yeah, you're my favorite teacher, I'm gonna nominate you. Like these kids were not even in my room when they nominated me. So I had those, and then I put them away in a file and kind of forgot about them until I was preparing all these artifacts. And I was like, oh, that'd be cool. I can take some pictures of those and put them in for artifacts. And so I got them out and I started reading them again. And I was like, oh yeah, there's the why. So I just wanted to read some of these to you. Miss Stringham is very kind and loves her job. She is, excuse me, I burped, sorry. Real talk, guys, real talk. She has created a safe and fun learning environment. She is always smiling even when the kids are annoying or when she is having a bad day. Miss Stringham is a great teacher. She doesn't go on to the next lesson until everyone knows the stuff. Her homework is based on completion, but we correct them in class. I still remember her stuff to this day. I recognize the handwriting on this one. It's a kid from last year, so that was super sweet. Miss Stringham helped me pass math freshman year. She helps all students with their problems. Miss Stringham is very understanding and always goes out of her way to help students. Miss Stringham won't make you feel bad if you get something wrong. She always tries to help her students do their best. Miss Stringham does so good at helping me understand one-on-one. Miss Stringham is always energetic and makes math fun in the morning. I do try to go crazy in the mornings just to wake them up and make it a little bit more exciting. Miss Stringham is a fun teacher who makes learning fun. Okay. Miss Stringham was a great math teacher when I was a freshman and helped me a lot. Miss Stringham is having lots of trouble outside of school, and we are so disrespectful to her, and she will still help us and is a wonderful teacher. This one I was like, what problems am I having outside of school? I didn't know that I was having any problems, but I appreciate that they recognized that. So as I read them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is my why. And the other thing I wanted to point out is this is what works for me. I had to find my own reason. I couldn't just read someone's post about love your students and be like, okay, I love them. I had to think about my kids, why I loved my kids, and then I was remembering all the people who have come back to say hi. I have seniors who graduated last year who have come back to visit. I have freshmen from last year that are now sophomores that come in, stop by, say hi. Even the annoying ones, the kids that I thought were so annoying, the ones that I really struggled with dealing with, they still come back and say hi to me. Because even though I personally struggled with them, I still treated them like a student, like a human being. And the other thing is, as I was reading these, there are teachers at our school that don't do this for kids. There are teachers who don't make a kid feel comfortable coming to get help one-on-one, who don't try to re-explain things in a different way so the kid can understand it. So that was just super uplifting to be able to read those and remember my why for why I'm a teacher and why I'm here. It also helps that we're in April and we only have 7 weeks left of school, but that was really cool. And I really enjoyed that. So I wanted to share that with you guys and just encourage you to find your own reason, find your own motivation. Put in the work to find your motivation eventually. Like, I did not even have the desire to try to find some kind of motivation the last couple of months. Part of it because it was winter. Part of it is because we were just really in the thick of things. There was not any end in sight, and I just didn't care to even try. So that was part of it, as I didn't really want to try. So I would encourage you to just give yourself a break, get it through it, and eventually you will hopefully get to a point where you are ready to let yourself figure out your why and remember your why. If it's super hard and it's super rough right now, just keep going, keep plugging through it. It sucks, it's hard, but if you keep going and working through it, you can find your motivation eventually. And sometimes you just have to like slosh through and muddle your way through and fight through it until you get to the end, and it hurts and it's annoying and it's dumb and it's frustrating and you hate life. But then when it's over, you can look back and say, okay, I did it, it's over, and now I can move forward. So there's your little like powwow talk. We can do this. Stick in it, stay in it, and we can do this, you guys. We are so close to the end of the year. We have got it. Woo! Okay, that's all. Love you guys. Bye.